All right.
You go. All right.
We're starting.
Start.
3, 2, 1. Welcome
Action.
Welcome to episode 2 of
The
Only Good Podcast. Or
OG.
the OG podcast.
OGP.
Hey, this is not our first rodeo. It's our last. It's
second,
our last.
Second and last.
We're probably canceled before this one even comes out.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
We had the election. Did you vote?
There was an election? Shit.
Yeah, I'm talking
that
about
was
in
when?
Senegal. In Senegal, there was a huge election.
Oh, yeah, for Prime Minister of the Cabinet.
Yeah.
In Senegal.
Obviously, you voted. We're supposed to introduce each other off the top, too.
Yeah. A little late for that.
I'm going to introduce you. How about that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm sitting here with my, I would say co-host, but you're not. You're more of a PA type. America's #1 unregistered sex offender, Holocaust denier, at Joe Hamric Comedy. Really glad to be here with you.
Right.
Go ahead, introduce me now.
My assistant, Joey Thompson. That's at Joey Thompson Comedy. Voted one of the top 100 shortest comedians of 2014. Congratulations.
I grew since then.
You didn't.
What did you say was going to happen when the you were talking about pulling a Democrat insurrection? Take me through that plan.
No,
again?
I said that the.
Go
what
ahead.
I said was that the Democratic candidate gave me an erection.
Tim Walsh? Tim
Yeah,
Walsh didn't?
Tim Walsh. I like his folksy, like, you know what I mean?
He's pretty folksy.
He's like rumpled polo shirt type deal he's got going, cargo shorts.
Tim Walsh, if you're single,
Let's
hit up
get
at
an
Joe
angle.
Hamric Comedy.
I mean, couldn't hurt.
Great start. It's a pretty good start. To reiterate, this is not our first radio. This is our last radio.
Second and last.
Second and last. You're a big sports guy, as we know.
Yeah. Just look at me.
Auburn. You saw Auburn
Yeah.
basketball team?
They had a scuffle.
That's what they said.
I don't know. Is that what
The
they
injury
said?
report said scuffle.
A kerfuffle.
They had a fight. The two teammates were fighting on the plane.
Yeah. And they turned the plane around. They
They
did.
turned the plane around, and
Then they won.
so what I'm thinking is, okay, you saw the Texas football, the fans throwing the stuff on the field,
I did.
and then since then you've seen all the fans throwing stuff on the field.
All of every single one.
If you have a big game, you need 2 of your teammates to have a TSA incident mid-flight, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the underdog mindset.
I think that's a great idea. So here's what, and I think I mentioned this to you earlier. I think
did.
you should get one of the players to have sex with one of the other players' girlfriends.
And reveal it mid-flight?
Reveal it mid-flight. Maybe a video. Maybe a video of it. Like what's the?
They have the in-seat headrest, and
Yeah.
then they're watching like Netflix, and it just cuts to
Like The Ring. And there's a kerfuffle. Then kerfuffle ensues.
kerfuffle, roughy. Yeah, the plane gets turned around, the team huddles up,
Comes together as one.
and then they win.
They win.
It was
Victorious.
an upset too. 11 versus a 4 seed, I believe.
Yep, it was. You're right.
The last time I saw an 11 upset of 4, Joe Hamric Comedy was having sex with Tim Walsh. Timmy, hit us up.
Yeah, well, I'm the 11.
You are the 11. He's the 4.
Fantastic.
You've seen the cargo shorts. Which teams do you think need to do the plane kerfuffle?
Panthers? Did they win? Are they winning?
They're currently winning.
They're playing at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever in Germany.
I love how the NFL keeps sending the worst teams to like a foreign country, and I'm sure people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, the Panthers, bro."
What accent was that? Oh, the Panthers, bro.
Jamaican,
Persian. They sent them to
Oh,
Iran to
the
play.
Panthers, bro.
Oh, bro, the Panthers. Xavier legit, man.
man.
Have you heard that guy talk? Dan, have you heard him talk?
Dollar bill.
Yeah.
Dollar bill.
He's like, I got onto the. He was talking about working at KFC or whatever. He's like, they had me cooking the tendies, the gizzards.
He's incredible.
I love that guy.
You know your team fucking blows when the fan base is infatuated with the accent of one of the players, not your record.
Yeah. Like he's speaking he's almost speaking another language at that point.
I think it's hot.
I like him. Not for that.
Okay. But like they're sending the worst teams to a foreign country. It'd be like if they sent, soccer. You're a football guy.
Sure.
It would be like sending which teams to America?
I don't know, the bad ones. They do the opposite. They send the good ones here.
I know. So speaking of Coyote Ugly, when we go to Twin Peaks, which we often do,
Oh God,
every Sunday
I
after
love
church, imagine going to Twin Peaks on a Sunday after church.
I love their jalapeno cheddar shooters or whatever.
You often ask the bartenders
Sure.
to do a Coyote Ugly on the bar of.
I love
Twin
he
Peaks.
said bartenders like they're not real bartenders.
I was trying to think of something funny, and then I fucking blew the bit.
They're bartenders. They're certified. Twin Peaks. No, let's get a sponsorship. Twin Peaks has certified bartenders that are qualified to do their job, and I think do a great job. And every time I go in there to get my warm shot of Campari and beet juice, which I call a JT, it's the JT shot for Joey Thompson. They serve it up. It's not even. It's warm.
A flaming
It's not
Campari.
even- yeah, it's not even room temperature, and that's the way I like it.
Is there a Twin Peaks for dudes?
Yeah, it's Twin
It's called
Peaks.
Chili's.
What
It's
the
called
fuck you
Chili's.
talking
I mean,
Twin Peaks for
where
dudes
the bartenders are dudes.
are like sexually suggestive dudes.
Yeah, I think it's called Chili's, right?
Yeah,
I feel like
like
the Chili's bartenders. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm not dropping the bit. They should have to wear, dude. If every bartender at Chili's wore wife beaters, I think that would be pretty on brand.
sure.
Should we start it?
Sure.
There should be
I
like
think
a
that's
back
actually
room at
great
Chili's,
idea.
right? Like the VHS thing, where it's like, all right, if you're here at Chili's for family, you can sit here, but there's like curtains you walk through, and they're like, this is the explicit Chili's room.
You're talking about like an old video rental store? Is that what you said? The VHS thing. I was
Yeah,
like,
you have to walk through a curtain, and it's just like
can it be a beaded curtain?
beaded,
Beaded.
like Jackson Mahomes beaded.
Yeah. What?
Yes, it can be.
Okay, that's all I want to know. You don't have to be. Not everything has to be a joke. You know what I mean?
That's what my therapist said. You are my therapist.
I was.
This is
Yeah.
breaking
there,
news.
I said that to you just now.
In confidence.
I like that idea. I can't believe has no one ever thought of that?
What would they call it though? Banana hammocks?
Yeah,
Banana-
something like that, right? I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything clever.
Twin Peaks implies boobies.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to break this. You're
Are
not
you
going to
being
believe
serious or
You're
not?
not going to believe this too. Hooters, right?
Yeah, the owl-based restaurant.
Well, that's where you goofed. It's not just an owl.
Okay.
Look at the owl's eyes.
Dan, can you pull up the owl's eyes on the Toshiba real quick? Spin it around and show me.
They have breast assist qualities.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, it's
Dude,
an owl-based.
Hooters.
What the fuck? Is
Yeah.
that why they're dressed salaciously? The staff?
Yeah.
I've been wondering about that.
I know. It's not as wholesome as you think.
Well, I won't be going back there.
You should not be.
I won't.
Uh,
Boobies, really?
that's the Hooters way.
Derek and I were just there.
You guys were just there.
Like literally this morning. Yeah. It was their brunch is excellent.
We had our
I thought the hollandaise was a little bit lemony today, though. A little bit too heavy. So I said something to the Bader D, but
more like
too
holidazed and confused, right?
I don't think so. Good wings, though. I do like their wings, in all seriousness. So they're not owl wings.
Wangz. That's it. No, Wangz. It's the dude restaurant is called Wangz.
Wangs and things.
Wangz. We got it.
You got it. I mean, that was great. It's opening soon.
Wangz.
Summer 2025 Wangs.
I'm gonna make a logo and you're gonna be like, wait a minute. The A is made of nothing but penises.
Yep.
What?
I don't understand.
It's still an owl logo.
The owl's got a fucking
Because the owl has
gigantic
wings,
hog or whatever. Fucking hog meaning he would have like a
Hawgz.
Hawgz. Hawgs.
Hogs and dogs, bro.
Wangs and Hogs.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
I quit. This is my last one. I can't.
Look, if you want to franchise a Wangs and Hogs, Wang's World.
Z's Wangs. WANGZ.
The Z is made of penises. So
Yeah. Yeah. N. not and, N-H-A-W-G-Z. Wangs and Hogs. Sponsored by Wangs and Hogs.
Just an owl and a pig.
Just sharing friendship, not even.
That one, though, you have to walk through the bead curtain upon entering. There is no back room.
No, there's no back room. It goes straight to Wangs and Hogs. God damn, that's funny. Oh, my God.
What flavor Wang would you have at Wang's? We have flavored Wangs.
Smoked Wangs. You can get all flats.
Get your Wangs smoked.
All drums. We only have drums, no flats.
I have a I like dry Wangs.
Dry rub Wangs.
I like jerked Wangs.
I like, wet Wangs. I like my Wangs. Jerked Wangs.
Dry jerked Wangs.
Dry rubbed jerked Wangs. It's a specialty. Pulled pork.
Pulled hog.
So, this has been the Only Good Podcast, episode 2. Sponsored by Wangs and Hogs. Every night is ladies' night at Wangs and Hogs. Should it be Hogs and Wangs?
No, Wangs, dude.
You Wangs first?
Yeah, it's like the front runner. You know what I mean?
Because that's what we really focus on is Wangs.
Alphabetically, no, but like branding, Wangs up front. You know what I mean? Reach around and get some Wangs.
Wangs out.
Wangs out. Wangs world, bro.
That's what we.
Wang stop. We Wang stop. We go Rick Ross mode and open up a Wang stop.
The little area
lemon pepper Wangs.
The little area where you go pick up your takeout is called Wangs out. It's got a little neon sign, Wangs out. You just go in that door.
Buffalo Wild Wangs. Buffalo Wild Wangs, dude.
Buffalo Wild Wangs.
Well, we peaked. You want to go to Wangs and Hogs?
I do. I would go straight to Wangs and Hogs.
I'll go gay to Wangs and Hogs.
You're going to have to. That's the way they do it.
This is how we do it.
Well, that's in the commercials. Montel Jordan is a huge Wangs and Hogs guy.
Wang Chung, bro. That's constantly playing everybody.
Sponsored by obviously gay Richard Simmons or something like.
He's dead.
Well, there's holograms.
The estate of Richard Simmons.
Sponsored by the
estate of Richard Simmons.
It's like his brother. Richard Simmons' brother.
Kevin Simmons.
Kevin Simmons is a huge Wangs and Hogs guy. He can't get enough Wangs and Hogs, bro. Kevin Simmons. Steve Simmons' his cousin. They're on there. We know our brother's dead. But he would have loved, and he did love, Wangs and Hogs in his mouth area.
This is the worst podcast ever made. This fucking sucks. I'm crying.
Sponsored by Wangs and Hogs. Well, I guess that about does it.
What do you like to dip your wang in? Your wangs in?
Like, are you saying like ranch or blue cheese?
Yeah.
I'm a dry wang guy.
Dry wang.
Yeah. Yeah. You are literally crying. You have tears on your face.
Tears of joy. If Steve Simmons could see me right now, he would be so happy.
He's gonna see it. Today's podcast sponsored by the estate of Richard Simmons. I'm crying now. That's what they spend their money on. They sponsor this podcast.
We have to honor our dead brother.
Yeah, but what's the best way to honor our dead gay brother? The one Steve's like, we should do something. It should be something about health because he was really, into health. And what's the other guy's Rick? What's the other guy? What'd you say? What was the first name? Bill? Kevin? Kevin's like, you know what? I've got an idea. I heard these guys I overheard these guys in the fucking airport bathroom talking about a restaurant concept called Wangs and Hogs.
What do you love? I like jerked wangs. What do you like?
Yeah.
Pulled pork.
Yeah. And they knew from that moment on that the estate of Richard Simmons in perpetuity would be sponsoring the Only Good podcast. So we thank them for it. Thanks, guys.
We should have Hog Night at Wangs and Hogs.
Hog Night.
All the bikers come in.
That's great. Like, but like village people style bikers.
There's hog crank. There's hog cranking and bike night at the same time.
They're cranking their hogs out the parking lot. Well,
so back to the team flight.
Yeah, I think that ship has sailed. The estate. That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. Sponsored by the estate of Richard Simmons.
What if hold on during the no, you go ahead. You're on something.
I wasn't. I was just going to say but the thing is at the end we have to put up like his jazzercise. We have to hawk his jazzercise videos at the end, like sweating to the what is it? Sweating to the 90s or something. Sweating to the oldies. Sweating to the 90s.
Sweating to the oldies.
That's what he did, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what most sugar babies do. Sweat to the oldies.
Sponsored by the estate of Liberace.
Who?
Liberace? You don't know who Liberace is?
I thought you said well, okay.
What do you think I said? Young Thug?
The estate of Young Jeff Young
Sponsored
Thug.
by the estate of Rich Homie Quan.
I went to the Rich Homie Quan estate sale.
I went to the Rich Homie Quan Museum. They were having a fire sale. But the only sponsors we can get are the estates of dead people, of dead like mid entertainers. You're a Rich Homie Quan fan though. I mean, in all seriousness,
absolutely. Quan's my guy, dude.
OJ's a Rich Homie Quan fan.
OJ Simpson.
OJ Simpson was sponsored by the estate. Sponsored by the estate of Nicole Brown Simpson.
And the other guy.
The one
sponsored by Nicole and the other guy.
And the guy who was murdered next to her. Oh. If you guys have any ideas for estates that we can hit up for sponsorships, we can cut all that out, right, Dan? So, Richard Simmons was a great guy. We all know that. But there's also people in the world that aren't great guys.
They're bad people.
And
our producer, Dan, specifically, pitched us the idea.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's not a...
Go ahead.
That was a bad transition.
Yeah,
our producer, Dan, specifically, is not a great guy.
So we're blind ranking 1 to 10. 1's the worst. 10 is the least worst.
Worst.
The
Terrible
first
people?
The first one pulled out of the hat is me.
Ooh.
So real quick, let's reiterate to the audience. We're blind ranking the top 10 worst people in humanity.
Yeah, not necessarily the top 10, but there is a list of people I'm going to pull from out of the hat, and you got to rank those.
Out of your Indiana Hoosiers hat?
No.
Yeah, what kind of hat?
Sparkling clean Indiana Hoosiers hat?
I think it's crispy.
Brand new. The thing's got the tag on it.
TJ Maxx?
Love some TJ Maxx, bro. You got that V-neck white undershirt at TJ Maxx, didn't you?
I did, yes.
It's a 3-pack. Is that the Hanes or is that the...
It was New Balance.
New Balance makes...
They have some...
fuck?
The fuck?
All right, Dan. Dude,
all right, top 10. The fuck? Did we say the fuck after everybody pulled?
We can.
Probably not.
Nah, better not. All right, first one is Dan.
For editing purposes, the top 10 worst people in history, blind ranking.
Not the top 10 worst people in history.
Go.
He's going to give us 10 people. We have to rank them in how bad they are and the number 1 is the worst and 10 is the least worst.
Go. Who we got?
He said Dan Johnson.
The fuck?
Here's the thing about Dan Johnson. Dan came over to my house yesterday and cleared out all these trees and shit that were on my fence in 30 minutes.
So he trimmed your bush and then moved some trees.
My trunk, yep. So I'm going to put Dan at... Oof.
I'll put him at 10.
I'll put him at 10.
Thanks, guys.
It's kind of narcissistic, too, to like make a list and then put yourself in it.
Yeah.
So he's kind of...
9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, that's super narky.
Yeah. Narky?
Narky. Yeah.
Narcy.
Narcy.
Narcississy. How'd that go, Dan? You like
That's
that
good.
one?
No, we got the first one.
The
So
fuck?
we got Dan Johnson at 9. Next up, Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz. I mean, he's kind of a puss, right?
I think he's competition for you and Tim Walz. If you don't know, Joe is trying to get with Tim Walz. I think Tim or Ted, whatever, TNT. If that's their soiree, it's called TNT.
They should run for president and vice president.
It's a Cruz and a Waltz. You know they
Waltz.
could do Waltz.
Wow.
Wow. Speaking of cruises, what's your least favorite cruise line?
Oof. Carnival?
Is that the one that caught on fire?
Yeah, their
yeah.
headquarters
Their
in Fort
headquarters?
Lauderdale. Yeah, their headquarters burned to the ground. They were having a barbecue.
I have an opinion on Ted Cruz. Theodore, I'll put him at 8.
Whatever.
I'll tell you what he ate.
Wieners?
Yeah.
Wieners.
Tim Walsh's wiener.
He wishes. 8.
8. All right, we got Ted Cruz at 8. All right, so next one's a twofer. All right, so it's going to be.
We have a flyover right now, real quick. Probably the Auburn plane turning the fuck around
Yes,
right now.
or the FBI.
The FBI plane turns around. They're like on a mission to stop Bin Laden's son, and they're like, "We'll turn this fucking plane around right now."
You fuck my wife. Sorry, Dan.
No, that's all right. Next one's a twofer.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna get 2 at once, and you're gonna put them both on the list. They're not gonna be in the same slot. 2
I have a feeling I know which one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first one's OJ, and not the football player.
My son, OJ.
Joe's son, yeah.
Perfect.
And then the second one is OJ, the football player.
Oh,
I'll put OJ at 10. OJ Simpson. Because what I mean, that's some old shit, right?
yeah. I get over it, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
That was a whole.
Ooh, he allegedly murdered.
I think they say in the Heisman Trophy that like if you win one, you can like
Murder at least 2 people.
at least 2. So
Really,
the quota might be
showed
higher
restraint.
than 2. Yeah, he did.
He showed restraint. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people he would have liked to kill. Right? Those Menendez brothers.
Your son, or
He wanted to go into future time and kill my son. My son would beat the shit out of that dude. Knife or no knife, bro? Oh, Jesus. Well, that's the end of that. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put I'm gonna vote for my son OJ at 10.
No,
you can't do that.
No, go back. You got to leave OJ at 10. That's hilarious.
Okay. Well, OJ Simpson will be at 10 then.
And your
then-
son, OJ.
1?
No.
All right. Where was Ted Cruz? So 7, I guess. So essentially, my son is a worse person than O.J. Simpson, Ted Cruz, and Dan.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, bud.
If the glove do fit.
Yeah.
All right, we got 6 left. We're gonna go.
That's how it works. That's how numbers work.
Jared from Subway.
Ooh.
I do like those sandwiches.
And you like holding your pants out and showing how much weight you lost too.
Yeah, I do.
You have
or
that-
gained.
Or gained.
Yeah.
They have like a reverse Subway. It's like McDonald's customers.
Well, no, you know what the reverse Subway is?
No.
Wangs and Hogs. Wangs and Hogs is the reverse Subway. It's the opposite of Subway.
I'll put them at 3.
What do we got?
Do we have 6?
Yeah,
OJ's
1 through 6 are open.
OJ's
Right?
7. He
6-inch? Half?
I would say like at least probably 3 or 4.
We'll put
He
Jared.
preyed on children in the guise of fitness and health. Not great. But I do like Subway sandwiches.
We'll put him at 3.
3. We did the right thing there, I think.
Hey, do the right thing. Call us a Spike Lee joint. We did the right thing.
School days.
Deep
Next
cut.
up, Mr. Beast.
Okay.
1.
All right, 1. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Number 1.
Number 1.
Easily number 1. Don't even move on.
No.
Next question.
Okay, we talked about this though. If you look at Mr. Beast's thumbnails, a lot of them look like he's getting reamed by like police officers,
Yeah.
or
The one dude.
like holding stuff and dangling things in front of children. Don't like it.
I don't. Yeah.
You know what I'm
number
talking
1.
about.
Yep.
Look at the thumbnail. Pull them up. Dan, the producer, pull up the thumbnails. Mr. Bestiality, number 1.
Lawsuit in 3, 2.
It's a prank.
Huh?
Next up, Zach Bryan. You have 2, 4, 5, and 6 open.
Fuck is Zach Bryan?
The musician. Zachary Bryan?
Brian Adams.
Brian Zachary.
You mean Brian Adams?
He got zacked
You were
off.
talking about Brian Adams earlier. Ryan Adams. Fuck. They're almost the same thing.
There's Luke Bryan. There's
Pretty
Zach
very
Bryan.
close.
There's Ryan Adams. There's
Adams.
Brian. There's Brian Adams.
Brian Adams, Summer 69.
There's the Adams family.
Yep. Adam Sandler.
Zach Bryan. What did he do? Dan, tell us what he did.
Well, it's still allegedly. It's all coming from one party, but apparently he's just an extremely abusive spouse, significant other.
His side chick came out and said that.
Did we do 10 yet? I'm just kidding.
I didn't. Allegedly, that's a hard one to.
It's a hard one. What do we got left? 6?
Can we put Dave Portnoy with him?
2, 4, 5, and 6.
I mean,
Here's the thing about him. His fans are fucking annoying.
I don't know.
They're fucking annoying.
One of his
So,
fans.
Can we put his fans in with him? Okay, his fans are Zach Bryan and his fans.
I don't know one.
You're looking at one right now. I want to be high on the list, is what I'm telling you right now.
I want to be high on.
You're a huge
Russians.
Brianna chicken
What?
fry guy, remember?
Huge fan. Yeah, she deserves every penny. No question about it. She's an American treasure. We were just watching Brianna chicken fry highlights, Derek and I, right before we came out here.
Yeah, 4 Hooters, yeah.
We were. I'm not going to give them the whole timeline of our morning. But yes, Hooters and then Brianna chicken fry highlights, like every Sunday. And now we're
Dave
here.
Portnoy put out a diss track against him. Why would you make a diss track against a musician who is better than you at music? Why
What
don't
do
you
you
just
mean?
say,
Hold on.
yeah?
He sang?
He rapped.
No, he did not.
He did.
Bullshit. Dave Portnoy put out a rap?
Yes. Why didn't just talk shit? You know what I mean? You don't rap it.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey,
That's the
you
fucking
were mean to my employee.
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You gave us all the clout and traction we needed.
we're going to have to listen to that because I don't.
We don't have to. I promise.
All right. Well,
We'll get a copyright strike.
let's-
No, we're gonna.
Let's play it right now. Steven, will you play it?
We pull that up.
Dave Portnoy.
And Josh Richards.
Is that Eyebrows? Is that the Eyebrows kid from their podcast?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched them talk about, and not in any way condoning Zach Bryan's
Grooming?
behavior, but it was totally like two dudes that want to fuck some chick and being like, oh yeah, he's such a jerk. Oh, I can't believe it. Did you see it? They're like, man, what a jerk. I hate that guy. I knew
He was
gonna
mean
be-
to you. You're right.
Yeah. I love you. Go ahead.
Were you ready to hear Dave Portnoy's bars?
Oh my God.
I instantly hate it.
Yeah. New wedding song unlocked. Oh, he's on Raya. That's right.
What the fuck, dude? I wish I
Josh.
was dead. This makes me wish I was
He's
dead.
using Zach Bryan lyrics against Zach Bryan, though.
I
Alright, Dave Portnoy's verse.
It sounds like somebody doing a bad impression of Insane Clown Posse. Like bad. Can we stop? This is making me mad. I'm getting angry. I'm sorry that we had to play that on your phone.
The world is a worse place for having seen that.
I have chills of how bad how bad that was. Zach Bryan is probably like, yes, thank you so much for doing that. Yeah. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, that's
Alright, so where do we put him on the list? Zach Bryan is
Now I feel bad for him.
you're a Zach Bryan sympathizer
Yeah.
because of the diss track.
Just because I feel bad for everybody now. Mostly myself. Jesus Christ. It took my breath away. It's so bad.
5?
Sure.
5?
Fuck, I don't know.
just middle
I can't
of the
even
road.
think anymore.
I like it too. Like Dave Portnoy is like, you were mean to women. It's like, all right, buddy.
Yeah. He's really,
Really good to women.
yeah, and good at rapping as well. I expect him to be like, my name's Dave Portnoy and I'm here to say, right? Zach Bryan, you are fucking gay. That was basically what that was, right?
He also was.
You liked it.
He did.
Derek's like, come on, guys, that's pretty good. He did not, for the record, he did not like it any more than anyone, I don't think.
This guy
Silence.
also owns an alcohol brand, and he was making fun of Zach Bryan for being an alcoholic. It's like, okay, not a great point.
Well, no, it's not even a point. My brain just shut down.
Yeah. Let's restart.
The whole thing?
Just your whole brain. Let's restart
Fuck.
your whole brain.
Reset, control, delete my fucking. I wish
That's my favorite Migos. Reset.
take off. That's one, right?
Rich Homie Kwan.
R.I.P.
So we got 2, 4, and 6 open.
All right.
Next one up is Mohammed Atta. Who is
shit.
allegedly the pilot of the first plane to hit one of the towers.
Joe is a huge Muhammad Ali guy.
I have a lot of memorabilia. I picked up one of his teeth on eBay.
You have that
They pulled it out of.
hat that you
Yeah.
wear during a certain day.
It's called a turban. But yeah, I do have it. I think we're mixing up a couple different things. I think he oughta be at number 2.
I think he ought to be at number 4.
We have 2 and 4, but who's going to be at 2? It's going to have to be it.
We're making room for the
There's
suspense.
going to have to be some. All right.
I put him at 4.
So
Put him at-
okay. So just to be clear, who was 3? Mr. Beast and Jared from Subway are worse people than the guy that flew one of the planes, practiced, planned, flew a plane full of American citizens into a building full of American citizens in one of the worst tragedies in the country's history. We're going to put him at 4. I just want to make sure. We'll put him at 4.
Look, Jared from Subway is alive, right? So
For now.
we're telling him this so he can hear. All right.
We're making a point.
We're making a point to Jared from Subway right now.
Okay, 4.
So 4.
We'll put him at 4.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jared. I mean, unless Subway wants to sponsor us. Well, they would,
He might
they would
fuck
be on
you.
board.
He might fuck. Just kidding. You're too old.
Yeah, he would not fuck me. He might fuck you. Might think you're a kid if you shaved. Your privates. Boy.
Boy.
All right, Dan, what's the holdup? Let's go.
Just to recap, we have 2 more, 2 and 6.
Okay,
All right.
2 and 6 open.
So the last one pulled from the hat, second to last, is the Kelsey brothers.
Oh, we get 2.
I'm tempted to put them at 2. But I don't know.
That would be New Heights for them. Is it called New Heights podcast?
The New Heights podcast.
What is it called?
Our podcast?
Theirs.
Oh, I don't know. Who cares?
People say that we're like the Kelsey brothers, I feel like. Was it them or the Menendez? I can't remember.
No, I think they said Melendez,
Oh.
which is, the guys that own the auto detail shop.
Body shop.
Down
Yeah,
on
yeah.
White Horse.
White Horse.
The Melendez brothers. Jose and Jose the
Cuervo.
Second. Yep.
Jose and Cuervo.
Anyway, Melendez brothers, 6.
And then the last random pull from the hat is the Costco guys.
I told you.
The fuck?
Fuck those guys.
They bring the boom, though.
I want to.
Look, there's no clear rules. I feel like we're in the international waters of the list. I would like to veto the number 1 slot.
You want to flip it?
I want to flip.
Flip it. Dan, flip it.
Costco guys. Keep the Rizzler out of it, though. I like the Rizzler.
All right, so there we've got a final list here. So
Costco
just
guys,
everyone
number 1.
out there listening, watch out for these people in this specific order.
There's no argument.
Yeah.
Dead on.
There seemed to be some argument with the number 4 candidate. How do you feel now knowing the Costco guys are number 1?
Wait, who was 4?
Muhammad Atta.
Muhammad Atta.
Yeah.
No, still.
What's your beef with the Costco guys? I have a beef. I just
Are you
wanted
being
to.
serious?
I wanted to be bombastic with that intro. What's your beef with the Costco guys?
What's the deal with the Costco? I fucking hate those guys, dude.
Because
Are you serious?
I want specifics.
Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
and watch them.
I don't like them to be clear.
double chunk chocolate cookie. I hope he fucking chokes on a double chunk chocolate cookie.
Double chunk chocolate.
And that way, like when he like in his on the news when they're like he dies, like the newscaster has to be like, reportedly he choked on a double chunk chocolate cookie.
My dad died because of a chicken bake.
Your dad did die because of a chicken bake. I'm sorry. It's recent. It's
he could have been revived
still.
though if he had a double chunk chocolate cookie.
Fuck that shit, dude. And dude, those guys were on like fucking.
They're probably on Molly. It's probably
Jimmy
what they're.
Kimmel.
They're probably. He's probably giving his son Molly every day. Come on, we got to do some content.
His son's a great actor too. Big Justice. Hey, there are people like, oh, he can hit the baseball really far. No fucking shit, bud. He weighs 230 fucking pounds. Yeah,
240 at 8 years old.
Yeah,
just fucking cranking dingers.
Who was the best baseball player when you were a kid?
The first kid that went through puberty.
Yeah, exactly.
Which he's not going to go through puberty because the double chunk
chocolate cookie
stayed in my growth. He's going to be 4'2".
Yeah, I hate everything about it. I hate.
I'm going to Top Golf and I'm gonna crank some dingers.
Crank some dingers.
Hey, Big Justice, let's go to Top Golf.
Hey, Big Justice, you want to go to Wangs and Hogs? Fucking 50-cent Wangz.
Cheap Wangz.
Cheapest Wangz in town. Biggest Wangz in town.
There you go.
So, just I want to
reiterate
clear how I feel.
This was brought to you by
the estate of Richard Simmons. Fuck those dudes. I'm not going to apologize.
I got in a DUI hit and run. That's how he talks all the time.
Those guys are making fun of the way I say double chocolate cookie.
Your mom was giving me some lip.
I got bad news. Your grandma died of cancer.
Uh-oh. We chicken baked a corpse.
Chicken baked her corpse. They put her in that's where they bury her in a chicken bake. The coffin looks like a chicken bake. The kid tries to take a bite of it. No, Big Justice. That's your grandma's corpse. Don't bite it. Big Justice. Keep your mouth off your grandma's coffin.
Daddy AJ. He calls him Daddy AJ.
He talks about himself in third. I bet that guy does talk about himself in third person. AJ says.
What does AJ stand for?
I don't fuck.
A jack off?
That would be
That's
AJ.
not great.
No.
It's a J-O. It's Antoine Germain. Antoine Germain.
Well, Dan.
Big Justice. Daddy's going away for a long time.
Yeah. Daddy's going to the store to get some milk for my double chocolate cookie. And he never came back.
They hate this. All of the producers here hate this right now.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Well,
let's take some audience questions.
I've got an idea, Joey.
Go ahead.
Let's take some questions from our vast audience.
Brought to you by the estate
of
Richard Simmons.
Correct.
And
Muhammad Atta.
All right, this first question totally came from the audience. It was not made up by me. What's your favorite video you've done that has a Dan cameo in it?
A lot of Dan in this episode.
Yeah, dude, this guy's a narc, bro. Narcissist. Sounds like my ex, dude. I'm being gaslit by our producer. I got gaslit by the producer, so I walked. Dan, I appreciated Dan, you're a man of many talents.
He is.
Your work in Cocks and Butt was tremendous.
As the crackhead, I believe.
You played a great crackhead.
It was almost like it's the role you were born to play. You know what I mean? You embodied it.
Hi, I'm Chase Cox.
And I'm Dick Butt, and together we're Cocks and Butt.
Attorneys at law. If we're so bad at our job, why do we have so many testimonials from obviously not paid actors?
Thanks to Cox and Butt Law Firm, I got a large settlement for my time at Camp Lejeune.
They're not paid actors. Quit asking. They're unpaid.
Well,
if you find yourself in a bind, Cocks and Butt will get you off. I ran out of ice.
That's a good video, though. Slept
Great
on,
video.
some would say.
I love that video. Do you like that video?
I do like it also.
Why do you like it?
I like the humor.
It's got a lot of humor.
and how clever the humor is.
We shot that video in December. It was a cold morning. I had slept 3 hours, and I was fucking zooted. I was still reeling from the night before. One of the producers named Derek and I went to a baptism by fire, and I was still reeling, and I was having a great. It was very cold, and we were just screaming.
I don't remember it being cold. I remember there's a lot of people looking at us.
Dan, any other questions revolving
Yeah, well,
that?
let's do one more question and then we'll wrap this up.
If this is about you, I swear to fucking God, Dan. Who's your favorite guy named Dan that's in the room?
It wouldn't be me.
Tell us what you think.
All right, so which of your, if you could take any of your characters and make a movie with those characters, which would it be?
Dick and Doug, man. Wow, that's great. Hopefully we have not written a Dick and Doug movie.
I wonder if anyone could write a movie about that.
I wonder if anybody is an actual producer, unlike our producer Dan, and would like to to help us make a great movie.
How long is that script right now? It's really long, right?
I'm sorry, Dan. We have a script. We have a male Karen. If you don't know the male Karens, we have a movie.
If you don't know the male Karens, you're probably not
Living.
watching this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably not watching. Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you who's not watching this.
Muhammad
Atta. Yep, there we go.
That's the way we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Well, you know what? That's going to bring us to our second, probably final episode of
The Only Good Podcast.
also known as the OG Podcast.
Podcast.
What?
Fuck. We love you, Richard Simmons.
Well, as we go into the holiday
We
season,
love your money.
is there anybody you're thinking about?
I just said,
Richard Simmons?
yeah.
Who's a celebrity that died?
So you want to make fun of a dead celebrity? Is that where we're going?
I don't want to. I just feel like
Yeah, I feel like you do. Though.
Anna Nicole Smith,
Who died recently?
Quincy Jones.
You know what? This is super relevant. You know the voice that says "you got mail" or whatever for the that guy died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I mean that really, that's real. A lot of blank stares from the guys. You know what his name was?
Muhammad Atta. And on that note, we oughta
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off, everyone. Joey?
We're not terrorists. Sympathize.
To be clear, yeah.
We don't.
We didn't know the names beforehand on the list. We did not rank the Costco guys above Muhammad Atta. We did. And I'd do it again.
We brought the boom with that one.
Double chunk chocolate airplane. Double chunk chocolate towers.
Never forget.
Never forget. Big Justice hit some dingles.
Muhammad Atta hit two takers.
Do yourself a favor, baby, and fuck off. Do yourself a favor, baby, and fuck off. The only good podcast, fuck off.